We've got blue skies and sunshine here today, folks. This is Andy McNamara, and welcome to the Axis Football League. Today's matchup is as close as you can get on paper. These teams are very evenly matched. With teams this closely matched, it wouldn't surprise me if this comes down to the final play. The kick is off. He'll field the kickoff. And down he goes. First and 10.
Tonight.
He makes the throw. The pass is incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Dropping back. And down he goes. That's a sack. That gets us to third down. Third play of the drive. QB back to pass. He fakes the handoff. And the ball is batted down. The punt team lines up to kick this one away.
Go!
Fitzgerald with the kick. He'll field the punt. And the tackle is made. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Motion right. Penalty flag on the field. And the tackle will be made by Dunn. Let's see what the call is. It looks like they're going to call holding on the offense. They will accept the penalty. Second play of the drive.
Tonight.
He sees a target over the middle of the field. Wrapped up, brought down. Tackle by Hicks. That's good for about 7 yards. Second down. Player in motion to the right. He hands it to the runner on the left side. He's tackled. That'll go for 9 yards. The offense comes in on third down. 3 yards to go.
Tonight.
The runner takes the inside handoff, and the runners wrestle to the ground. Tackle made by Hicks. That'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way up the line.
Tonight.
He punts it away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. They'll start things off from the 20. He steps back to pass. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he can't pull it in. Drop pass. The offense sets up in shotgun.
Hike.
He finds a target up near the 40. Inhaled that pass. He'll be brought down up near the 50. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. Dropping back. Play action pass. Tipped away and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go.
Hike.
Play action pass. He makes the throw down near the 15. And it's knocked away by the defense. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. Third and 10 for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. He makes the throw up near the 45. He grabs it out of the air, wrestles him to the ground. Tackle by Kennedy. That's good for a gain of 4. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Fitzgerald with the kick. And the punt falls out of bounds. First and 10 for the offense.
Go!
Hand off to the right side. And he's finally stopped after a great run. A huge pickup there by the offense. The offense sets up in shotgun.
Set up.
Flings one. He makes the reception. The ball is out. And he steps out of bounds near the 35. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down. 15 yards to go.
Go!
He makes the throw over the middle. And the receiver just can't find the handle. Third down coming up for St. Louis.
Hike!
Hands it off to the left side. Wrapped up, brought down. Tackle by Hicks. Gain of 1 on the play. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Go!
He makes the punt. He'll field the punt. He is picked up and brought down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Set up.
Finds a target short along the sideline. That's good for a gain of 4. The offense comes in on second down. 15 yards to go.
Set up.
Rowe takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Rice. That will be good for about 6. Third down.
Go!
QB back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. The punt team takes the field. The punt's away. The punt is fielded. He's put to the turf. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. QB back to pass. He's got a target near the 25. Tipped away and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Motion left.
Go!
And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 9. A dime set for the defense. QB back to pass. There's a penalty flag on the field. Tipped away and incomplete. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. This is going to be defensive holding. They'll accept the penalty. First down and 10 to go.
Hike!
They'll run a counter play to the outside. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That will do it for the first quarter. Both teams still scoreless. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. Dropping back. Looking for a target short over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Third down for the offense. 13 yards to go. QB back to pass. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 14 on the play. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. He makes the inside handoff. And he is eventually brought down. Gain of 19. 8th play of the drive. Sets up the RPO and makes the throw out to the receiver. The tackle is made. Short gain on the play. Second down. 7 yards to go.
Strike.
He gives it away. And he is finally dragged down. Gain of 14 on the play. 10th play of the drive.
Strike.
Makes the throw to the middle of the field. Tipped away and incomplete. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. They'll send a player in motion.
Strike.
He sees the target over the middle. Wrapped up, brought down. Tackle by Hicks. Gain of 15. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. The runner takes the inside handoff. The tackle is made. That will push them back 3 yards. The offense sets up with 3 receivers. They'll send a player in motion.
Go!
Run to the right side. And the runners wrestle to the ground. Tackle made by Hicks. That'll cost them a couple yards. St. Louis sets up on third down. He drops back. And they score. Count it. St. Louis touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point.
Strike.
There's the kick. And the kick is good. And the first score of the game goes to St. Louis. Let's see what they do next. Lining up for the kickoff. He kicks it away. He'll field the kickoff. And he's brought to the turf. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw at the sideline. Tipped away and incomplete. A lone back for the offense. He steps back to pass. Tosses it over to the sideline. Pass complete. That's good for about 7 yards. Third down and short. He drops back to pass. Tipped away and incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away.
Strike.
Fitzgerald kicks it away. He'll field the punt. And down he goes. First down and 10 to go.
Hike.
Outside handoff. Breaking away from the defender. And down he goes. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10.
Hike.
Steps into the pocket. Finds a target on the left side of the field. Complete. Ripped to the ground. That gets us to second down. Third play of the drive. QB back to pass. He throws it off to the right side. Johnson on the reception. And the tackle will be made by Dunn. A nice pickup there by the offense. The offense sets up with 2 backs. The runner takes it outside. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. Gain of 5 on the play. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. Second down, 14 yards to go. He drops back to pass. He tosses a floater. He grabs it out of the air. The tackle is made. Gain of 14 on the play. First and goal.
Strike.
He's got a receiver on the right side of the end zone. Tipped away and incomplete. Seventh play of the drive. He sends this one. It is a St. Louis touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Here comes the kicking team. He kicks it deep. The offense will look to get things going from the 25. He drops back to pass. It's caught, and he'll be pulled down immediately. That will keep the chains moving. The defense lines up in a 4-3. Tosses a pass. Miller with the reception. And he is tackled. Gain of 15. Third play of the drive. Dropping back. Tosses one short. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Rice. Short gain of 2. The offense sets up in shotgun. And the defender got him down. That will go for about 8 yards. The defense lines up in a 4-3. He steps back to pass. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That's good for about 7 yards. And the offense will call a timeout here. That will be their first. First and 10. QB back to pass. The catch is made by Miller. Gain of 11. First and 10. A flag on the play. They're going to get the offense for a false start here. They will accept the penalty. First down. 9 yards to go. He drops back. He sees a target over the middle of, and he scores! They're setting up for the extra point. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. That will eat away at the lead a bit. Here comes the kicking team. He boots it away. The kickoff is fielded. He is picked up and brought down. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. He steps back to pass. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The defense sets up in a dime set. He finds a target on the right side of the field. And he's immediately brought down. That's good for about 7 yards. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. Third down coming up for St. Louis. He makes the reception. A huge pickup there by the offense. Fourth play of the drive. QB back to pass. Makes the throw over to the left side. He makes the reception, and he's tackled. Gain of 14 on the play. Timeout St. Louis. That will be their first. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line. The kick is up. And the kick is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kick's away. The kickoff is fielded. And the tackle is made. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. St. Louis on top for now with a small lead. Here comes the kicking team. He kicks it deep. The kickoff is fielded. The tackle is made. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Motion right. Dropping back. Flings one. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10.
Go!
He steps back to pass. He's looking deep and makes the throw into heavy coverage. Batted down and incomplete. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. The offense sets up with two backs. Motion left. He drops back. He makes the throw over the middle. He pulls it in, and he's stopped around the 40-yard line. A huge pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Greer takes the ball. The defense is finally able to bring him down. Gain of 14 on the play. The defense sets up in a nickel set. The handoff is made. And he's brought down before making it too far. That will bring up second down. Second down. QB back to pass. He makes the throw down near the 15. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Third down. 2 yards to go. He's got a receiver near the 30. The pass connects. He's put to the turf. A huge pickup there by the offense. Operating from the gun. And they fly into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. The kicking team lines up for the PAT.
Go!
It's up. And it sails through. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. First and 10 for the offense.
Go!
He drops back to pass. Flings one. And he safely steps out of bounds. That's good for about 7 yards. Second and short for the offense. He throws it off to the right side. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Third down for the offense. 3 yards to go. He makes the throw over the middle. And it's knocked away by the defense. The offense sets up to punt one away. Fitzgerald kicks it away. The punt is fielded, and the defender got him down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. They'll send a player in motion.
Hike!
He hands it off to the right side, and he's tackled. That will go for about 5 yards. third down coming up for St. Louis. He steps back to pass. Yates wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 16 on the play. Fourth play of the drive. He drops back to pass. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. It's up, it is caught, and the tackle is made. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First down and 10 to go. On the handoff, and he's tackled here. Small gain on the play. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down.
Go!
Sets up the RPO. He'll make the handoff. And he is down. Gain of 7 on the play. First down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. Throws the pass, and it's complete. And the defender got him down. That will be good enough to pick up the first down. Eighth play of the drive. He hands it to the runner. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on the play. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. St. Louis makes their way up to the line.
Hike!
He'll toss it off to the left side. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick sails deep. The offense will start things off from the 25. He drops back into the pocket. He's got a receiver near the 30. It's a tackle. Stanley got him. That will go for about 5 yards. Second play of the drive.
Go!
Steps into the pocket. Sets his feet and throws. He safely steps out of bounds. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the offense.
Go!
He drops back. Finds a target on the left side of the field. And he snagged it. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. A huge gain by the offense. A shotgun set for the offense.
Go!
He drops back. He's got single coverage deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The offense sets up for the point after.
Go!
There's the kick. And the extra point is good. They'll recover some ground with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He boots it away. He catches the kickoff. He's put to the turf. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Motion for the offense. Penalty marker on the field. The defender jumped early. They're going to grab him for encroachment. They'll accept the penalty. The third quarter comes to a close. St. Louis with a commanding lead so far. First down for the offense. 14 yards to go. He makes the inside handoff. Wrapped up, brought down. Tackle by Hicks. That brings up second down. Operating from the gun. He drops back to pass. He tosses a floater. The pass is incomplete. A two tight end set for the offense. Hands it to the runner on the right side. He is picked up and brought down. Gain of 11. Two receivers for the offense. He steps back to pass. Makes the short throw. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10 for the offense.
Go!
It'll be a run to the left side. Yates wrestles him to the ground. That will bring up third down. Third down coming up for St. Louis.
Hike!
He makes the toss off to the left side. He's finally taken down. Good enough for a first down. First and 10.
Hike!
He hands it to the runner inside. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. They'll pick up a couple yards there. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down.
Go!
And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. Loss of 11 on the play. St. Louis sets up on third down.
Go!
Dropping back. Throws one. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. And the punt sails out of bounds. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Rowe will take the ball, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down. That'll be good for about 2. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. Two tight ends for the offense. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And he safely steps out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play. First down and 10 to go. He steps back to pass. Makes the throw at the sideline. The pass connects. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 14 on the play. First down and 10 to go. He drops back. He launches one deep over to the right side. It's up, it is caught. The tackle is made. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Operating from under center. QB back to pass. He makes the throw to the middle of the end zone. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Go!
He drops back. He's got a receiver deep down the field. Miller with the reception. And he's tackled. That will keep the chains moving.
Go!
He drops back. Looking short for a target, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second down and goal for the offense. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. The offense sets up to go for 2. He drops back into the pocket. And they can't convert on the two-point attempt. They'll recover some ground with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick's away. He catches the kickoff. And the tackle is made. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. He steps back to pass. He's got a target near the 25, and he's tackled. That gets us to second down. Second down, 14 yards to go. Second down for the offense.
Go!
He drops back into the pocket. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Third down coming up for St. Louis. Inside run, and he is down. That will go for about 5 yards. The defense will use a timeout here. That will be their first. The offense lines up to punt.
Go!
The punt's away. The punt is caught. He's tackled. First and 10. QB back to pass. And it's complete. He's taken down. Tackle by Stanley. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. And the offense calls timeout. They'll have just one remaining. First and 10.
Hike!
Tosses it over to the sideline. Tipped away and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Dropping back. The pass connects. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. And the offense will call a timeout here. That will be their last timeout. First and 10.
Hike!
Dropping back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tracks down that ball. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Kennedy. That will be good enough to pick up the first down. And it's caught for the score. Touchdown. The offense sets up to go for two. He steps back to pass. He finds the target over the middle of the end zone. Miller with the reception. They successfully convert the two-point try. That will eat away at the lead a bit. The offense elects to retain possession here. They'll need to convert 4th and 12 from their own 28 if they want to keep the ball. Jackson makes the catch, and down he goes. That's a successful kickoff conversion. It'll be first down for the offense. First and 10. QB back to pass. He tosses one. Reese with the reception. That will be good for about 6. The offense comes in on second down. He drops back into the pocket. He can't bring it in. That'll be incomplete. The offense has struggled to convert on third downs today. He steps back to pass. Jackson on the reception. And he's hit right away and taken down. A huge pickup there by the offense. St. Louis calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. First down and 10 to go.
Hike!
Throws the ball, and he snagged it. It's a tackle. Stanley got him. Gain of 10 on the play. St. Louis calling a timeout. They'll have just 1 remaining. Second down.
Hike!
QB back to pass. And it's knocked away by the defense. The offense sets up in a single back set.
Sit up.
Hands it off to the left side. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Kennedy. Small gain on the play. First down and 10 to go. Steps into the pocket. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Go!
He drops back to pass, and it's knocked away by the defense. The defense sets up in a dime set. He drops back, and he can't pull it in. Drop pass. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. The offense is set to try a field goal. There's the kick, and it's good. Here comes the kicking team. He kicks it away. He catches the kickoff. Ripped to the ground. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive.
Hike.
Hand off to the right side. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 11. St. Louis calling a timeout. That's their final timeout. 2 receivers for the offense.
Go!
Makes the handoff. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. Short gain of 2. That marks the end of the 4th quarter. We are all tied up and headed for overtime. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. Lining up for the kickoff. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. The kickoff is fielded. He is picked up and brought down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Hike.
He makes the throw over the middle, and he misses the target. Second down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. Play action pass. Tosses it over to the sideline. Completes that long pass. And he's tackled right away. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10. He drops back. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9. The offense lines up on 2nd and long.
Hike.
QB back to pass. He's got a target near the 25. And he'll be pulled down immediately. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs.
Go!
Steps into the pocket. Lobs one into the air. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Rowe takes the handoff, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down. That will be good for about 1. 7th play of the drive. He drops back into the pocket. Looking for a receiver in the end zone. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense is set to try a field goal. The kick is up. And it's good. They'll take the lead with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. On the kickoff. He catches the kickoff. And he's tackled here. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Motion right.
Hike.
Sets up the RPO. He'll make the handoff. Dunn wraps him up for the tackle. Gain of 9 on the play. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on 2nd down. Right side handoff. He's not going any further. Loss of 4. 3rd play of the drive. Tosses it over to the sideline. Johnson on the reception. And he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 15. 1st and 10. The runner takes the inside handoff. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down. 13 yards to go. He drops back to pass. QB with the play fake. 2 hands on that one. And he's tackled here. They covered a lot of ground on that play. 1st and 10. Running the RPO. He'll give it away and let the runner take it. And he's tackled. Gain of 5 on the play. 7th play of the drive.
Go!
Greer takes the ball. And the runners wrestle to the ground. Tackle made by Hicks. It's a St. Louis 1st down. 8th play of the drive.
Select.
Sets up the RPO. He'll make the handoff. And he'll be tackled near the line. That will be good for about 1. And the defense calls timeout. They will have 2 remaining. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. He steps back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up for St. Louis.
Go!
He's got a receiver in the middle of the end zone. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. The offense is set to try a field goal.
Select.
Here's the kick. And it's good. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He sends it off. He'll field the kickoff. And he is tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on 1st down. He makes the short throw. And the tackle is made. Gain of 10 on the play. 1st and 10 for the offense.
Select.
He hands it to the runner. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That will go for about 8 yards. 2nd down, 2 yards to go.
Hike.
He hands it to the runner inside, and the tackle is made. Gain of 4 on the play. 4th play of the drive. The runner takes the pitch left. He sheds off the defender, and the tackle is made. That will go for about 5 yards. 2nd down, 14 yards to go. He hands it to the running back, and he is tackled. That'll cost them a couple yards. One back deep for the offense. He drops back. A flag on the play, and it's complete. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding. It looks like they'll decline the penalty. Gain of 13. 1st and 10 for the offense. He sees a target over the middle. He pulls it in, and down he goes. That'll go for 9 yards. Second down for the offense. QB back to pass. Down he goes! Rice with the sack. Loss of 9. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. 3rd and 10 for the offense. Throws the ball. And he'll be pulled down immediately. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First down and goal for the offense. He drops back, takes the handoff and looks to pass. And it's caught for the score. Touchdown! Well, folks, that will do it for us today. For everyone at Access Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye until next time.